For zoning case studies B, one challenge was expressed as far as seeking to construct an organizational team comprised of female leaders across various cultures and nations. This can be a difficult challenge because different cultures and nations have different beliefs. And with seeking business ventures elsewhere, you have to keep these things in mind. Um, but I think it's an important challenge that they should try to overcome. Women nowadays are more empowered, um, and they know a lot more than what they used to know. Um, and I mean, honestly, here in the United States, it wasn't so long ago that women started to receive the rights that they receive now. Um, Now, in order for them to take this company and put women in leadership roles, especially in other cultures, the most important thing that I think they need to do is to understand the culture and their beliefs when they do this. Because the last thing that they would want to do is go to another country and have that country feel as if they have been disrespected, and the object of building revenue for the business is not going to take place. What I did find out is wherever you're going, like I said, you should look up that information about that country and that culture to see what they believe. Like if they did decide to expand the business in certain parts of China, the status of women in certain parts of China is very low. And that's important to know. Also, some parts of China feel as if women and men shouldn't socially be mixed together. Or if you can look at the Islamic community as well, women in the Islamic culture are subject to the cardinal subjection to the cardinal rules, and they're also often viewed as property. So it would be a lot of barriers to overcome, but those barriers can be overcome. Like I said, with research and also thoughtfulness of that culture. I think this is something that needs to take place as well, because as a woman myself, I understand how hard it is to try to break barriers in the business world. But we have just as good as ideas as men, and I feel like those ideas need to be heard and expressed. A business, the task of a business or employees of a business is basically to build revenue for that business. And I don't think that all aspects of I think that if you don't give women the chance to be in a leadership role, you're not venturing into all your different ways to make revenue, because everyone looks at things differently or can take a certain situation and turn it around to something else. And I think women need to be allowed to do that. I feel like it's a task that women can handle and that they would do very well in as well. So I really hope that this is a challenge that they do try to overcome. And like I said, I feel like it's possible. You just have to be tactful with it when they do it. It's not something that can be forced upon these different cultures. But things, just because something is one way does not mean it needs to stay that way. So maybe this is their way of, breaking those barriers and doing something different. Doing something different with their company than others may do. And I don't think it'll be easy, but with time, I feel like people will have to accept it. And I think the company will do well. Thank you.